Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here in Overall Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. It is Year 2, Day 22 for EDSS in the Realm Reborn, and last time we were able to successfully bring the Domans here to Revenant's Toll in Mordona, where Lady Yugiri and Lady Minfilia finally had their discussions about how the Domans are going to contribute here in Revenant's Toll. So, with all that taken care of, we can now see what Lady Minfilia wants us to do next. So, let's go ahead and speak with Lady Minfilia and take on her challenge entitled Full Belly, Happy Hearts. The plight of the refugees weighs heavily on Minfilia's mind.
I pray the Doman's journey has been uneventful. They've endured too much hardship and for far too long. Forgive me, there was another matter I wished to discuss. My mother was to see to it that the Domans received a welcome supper. Now that the first group is nearly here, will you go and see if she's in need of any assistance?
I believe we can do that, so let's go ahead and speak with Philemon and see just exactly if there is anything we can contribute to. Here you are, Philemon.
Hello again, Edie. To what do I owe the pleasure? Ever with the warrior, my Auxilia. The seventh heaven should have the meals ready by now, though I believe they've yet to be delivered. Would you mind speaking with Alice to be sure? Oh, and take this one with you. The adults will appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much. Oh, okay. Yeah, the wine bottle's over here. Yeah, Philemon giving us, nodding her head like, yes, they're over here. Alright, so got to step temporarily out of the Rising Stones and back into the seventh heaven. Alright, so now that we have, let's go ahead and speak with Alice.
What'll it be? Wine or something stronger? How very kind of you to volunteer your help. Here, take these meals to the emissary's assistants outside the northern gates. She'll handle distribution.
Yeah, here they are. 3 7th Heaven specials right here. And they all look to be different meals, too. Oops, sorry. Did not mean to target you. There we go. Oh, and the assistant is outside. Okay. Fine by me. Oh boy, they're a bit of a ways out. They're further away than I was anticipating. I thought they would actually be within the 7th heaven, but no, they're actually outside. Alright. Okay, here are all the Domans. Hold on. Yeah. Stupid nose.
As you can see, the Domans but recently arrived. I was assured we would have food and drink by now, but we've yet to receive aught from the 7th heaven.
Until now.
Excellent. Many thanks, Edie. While they had rations to sate their hunger during the journey, there is no substitute for a freshly cooked meal. I must say I was not expecting you of all people to deliver these. Far be it from me to question your organization's delegation of duties, but surely there are other tasks better suited to your talents. Though, on further consideration, I should probably consider this a blessing. We have a situation which would benefit from your personal attention.
I wonder what that would be. And so, by supporting them, we get some meals of our own, whatever might be of use to us, which I believe in this case, well, looks like any of these would do. I think we'll go with the buttons and a blanket. There we go. So now let's take the assistant's next challenge, entitled Writhing in the Dark. The Adventurers Guild assistant is concerned about an outbreak of local fauna. I wonder what that is.
Mayhap you've already heard, but the lake cobras that inhabit the area along the road to St. Coinoc's Find have multiplied to plague-like proportions of late. This wasn't a concern for us in the past, as only proven adventurers tend to gather in Revenant's Toll. However, with the recent arrival of the Doman refugees, among which the elderly and the young both, suffice it to say it would not do for our newly arrived guests to fall prey to the local fauna. For their sake, would you be so kind as to rid us of these rampant cobras? The creatures have made nests amongst the broken pieces of the Imperial airship. You can use these slices of roasted F-meat to lure them out.
Yeah, we gotta kill off 6 of them. 6 of them. And so, maneuver our way through Revenant's Hole and now go to where these creepy cobras are lurking. Going in, coming out. Going into the wilderness, going out of Mordona. Alright, so looks like there are multiple spots of interest where these things could be hiding. So it's up to us to find the particular spots of interest. Alright, yes, these cobra nests. Alright, I'm gonna bring out my Chocobo Lanza to help me out a bit. Alright, so throw out some rancid F-meat. And watch the cobra spawn. And here we go. Oh! Oh, pressing the wrong button. I'm used to it being those controls being different on my first hour from Matthias controls. I'm like, what am I doing? Well, I know what I'm doing with derping. Alright. So there should be another one to find. Another cobra nest right over here. Throw out some... What do you mean I can't execute it? Just do it, please. Yeah. Baby don't lie. Like with Gwen Stefani. Baby don't lie. Yes, you ugly cobras. You are not the benevolent serpents that are featured on the coat of arms of Didania. Not even slightly. Not even slightly. The vicious fiendish cobras are down over in this section. Alright, it's 2 of them down over there. There's gonna be 2 more to the left, but we want to run to the place that's closest to us. Okay, let's look for 2 more nests. I had a feeling one would be right over here. So, more rancid F-meat to throw out. Hey, snakies. Oh, it's just 1 this time. Well, fine by me. Makes things go a little faster if it's only 1. And you're dead. Okay, looking for Cobra Nest number 4, right over here. Alright. Got some more rancid F-meat, and bring it on! Bring it on! Bring it out! Ha! I'll take that. Oh, hold on, not dead yet. There we go. Launch in the sky. The Dragonfire died. Let's go ahead and take you out. There we go. Alright, get my Chocobo for this last set. Just so that I don't have to walk the distance. And the poison is negated. It only lasts for so long, then it leaves your body. Well, it didn't take us long to find Cobra Nest number 5. Alright, well certainly, we'll take it. More rancid F-meat to throw out. More ugly cobras to kill. Yeah. Yo, Joe! Yeah, you knew that one was coming, considering what we were fighting. Yeah, I couldn't resist. Yeah, Yo, Joe indeed. And there's number 6 right down at the far end. Here we are. 1 last chunk of F-meat to throw out. And 2 more cobras left to kill. Let's do away with them! And launch it right up into its throat. Now to seal the deal on you. I'm gonna tear you a new one because I can. You're dead. Alright. Quick warp back to Revenant's Hole so that I don't have to climb up the rocks. Now back to my chocobo. And then... Oh! You're right here! Nice! Let's zoom in a bit.
So the culling is done? Thank you. You have all done us all a great service. While you were afield attending to that business, I saw that the Domans were fed. They are weary from their long journey, and the memory of their lost sunlight is heavy in their hearts. Yet I dare say I sense the glimmer of hope in their bearing. In time, they may yet regain a semblance of inner peace. Oh, I ought to mention that something seemed to be afoot at the Rising Stones. Lest you be absent from matter of import, it may be well to report back.
And away she goes. It's always nice to check out a fellow brother or sister Dragoon. This particular young lady is wearing the female Asia Dragoon's outfit, but dyed in red as opposed to black, which is default, and blue, which is the level 90 gear. You know, it always warms my heart to see someone wielding a lance as proudly and as bravely as I do. So let's go inside, back to the Rising Stones, and see what Lady Minfilia wants to talk to us about. Hopefully it is nothing too serious. I mean, we certainly have been doing our part to help to contribute to the safety and the well-being of the Domans now that they've arrived in Remnant's Toll. Oh, the signs of the 7th Dawn are here, along with Lady Ugiri. It looks like those two are still talking. So, what have you been talking about? What are they talking about? And what news do you bring, Lady Y'shtola?
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Yeah, they're gonna talk at this time, for us.
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The Serpent Reavers are indeed the culprits.
Oh, what's she talk about?
The plot thickens.
Has there been any movement in Thanalan?
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning Ifrit with such crystals as they have hoarded. Urianger, too, reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
So, what's going on?
Your explanation for what? Pray tell.
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Uh-oh.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
Yeah, you've been wondering why why the Kobolds have summoned Titan, why the Ixtal summoned Garuda, and the Amalja have summoned Ifrit, and you're probably wondering, because, yeah, it has been a while since we last saw them, why was there no primal for the Sahagin to summon in the main story back in Year 1? Well, that concern is now gone, because it's now been made official.
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the Serpent Reavers. With the aid of the Maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas.
Uh-oh. A brand new primal to fear.
One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Meaning what exactly? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we're about to have another Echo Vision. So where does the Echo take us this time? Because, yeah, it's been a long time since we've experienced the Echo. Actually, it wasn't all that long ago. It was 9 videos ago.
If I did not know better, I should think this device defective.
But yet... Well, that's quite the big aetherite they have there.
And there is the explanation.
Yeah, look at that big ugly mask.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless ones.
You really need to do something about that growth.
The gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
And it looks like they're all in favor of it.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary?
Oh, really?
We have
Hold
outstayed
on.
our welcome.
Yeah, if you don't have an actual phone number, don't call me. Some people, I tell you, are just so rude. But yeah, they have overstayed their welcome. Which means this cycle comes to an end.
The gift and knowledge.
Are the two of you quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
You both have the echo. They both have the echo, so it makes sense.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words. He is behind this.
Yeah, we've come across paths with him
Surely
before.
it is not within his power to grant the echo.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa.
Sounds like a plan.
I mean to play a part in this mission. Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
Yeah, why would
I
you
am
want
aware
to
of
put
the
yourself in
risks.
danger?
But there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Yeah, because she is going to need
Your
security
company
aside
is
the Warrior
ever
of Light.
welcome, Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
Oh, get used to it, Lady
A
Ogiri.
Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Primal?
Foreign language
A
to the
godlike
Lady of
being
Doma.
whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
Yeah, that's them alright.
I see. Know then that I am learned in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
Are you sure?
It would be most welcome. When contending with a Primal, one can never have too many able allies. If
this
you
is a
crave
dignitary,
more intimate
though.
understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
Indeed. So, with that challenge completed, we can now proceed to take on the next one. So, let's speak with Lady Minfilia to take on the level 50 challenge entitled The Sea Rises. Minfilia wishes to share some final words on the coming mission prior to departing for Limsa Lominsa.
Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may well think that Given past experience, you may well think that eventuality inevitable. Ugh. Yet, so long as there's even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must needs spend all our efforts toward achieving that goal. Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will have not been idle in the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share.
Then that we shall do. Off to L2. Back to Limsa Lominsa to meet with the Admiral Merlwa Blofelswain herself. Yeah, we've had time to speak with Commander Raban of the Immortal Flames, and of course the Elder Seatseer, Kane Senna. But it's been a long time since I've spoken with my commanding officer in the Maelstrom, if you will. The leader of Limsa Lominsa herself. So, of course, since we're going to meet my commanding officer, I need be in uniform for this. Yes, I know it's not something that I am required to do, however, being the person that I am, I feel this to be quite essential. And as a way to show respect to my commanding officer. Sergeant Santhel, you are expected. Pray take this lift to the command room. We will do just that. Thank you, Sergeant. And so we've arrived in the command room. Yeah, we don't get to come in here very often. But let's go ahead and speak with Admiral Murlweb.
Welcome, friends. I take it Ishtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin had not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbucks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we will welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands.
Of course, Admiral.
Lady Minfilia, I am given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so. I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I will say that there is only something that I would see with mine own eyes. Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require. But precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Lieutenant SS, our scouts are currently reconnoitering Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Folkrider has got charge of the garrison.
Of course, Admiral. And of course, Admiral, being that you are the leader of Limsa and all that, of course, it's only right that I salute you. It's only right, it's only fair. So, our next destination is to Aleport. Heading there directly from the Admiral's office here in Limsa, and now heading out towards Western Lanosea, where the threat is preparing to manifest itself. Let's mount my chocobo and be on our way. And around the Aetherite, and then we're off. So, where we want to go to, Camp Skull Valley, is going to be out right here. It's this fortress that basically serves as a split point between these two paths that one can take to get to where we ultimately want to go, which is in this area, the Sapsa spawning grounds. So, first order of business is, of course, to enter into the camp and the fortress therein. We want to find the way up there, because the commander is going to be up here. Here she is, Storm Commander Folkrider. Commander, I have come.
I've been expecting you, Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return.
Well, that only happens if we do what needs to be done. So, we'll take 5 make potions of strength and call the episode right here. So, now that we know that a new threat is on the approach, with the threat of the possible summoning of a brand new primal, we now need to do what we can in order to prevent it from happening. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will speak with the commander to see what steps have been taken to launch an attack on the Sahagin in order to prevent Leviathan's summoning. So, until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.